Hey everyone, Dr. Troy Dickwitz here, and today's topic is this: get to work. Yeah, that's it. That's the topic, is get to work. So here we are, having another great weekend at the lake. We've been here for about 10 days, and we celebrated Wyatt's birthday, and we did something. We did something that my wife kind of got on my ass about, because last year the boys wanted to start a business, a boat washing business, and jet skis and things like that. And this was Wyatt's idea. He spearheaded the whole idea, and it was towards the end of the year, and so we put it all together, and we said, okay, well, we'll go, we'll put something on the internet, on Facebook, for the condo that we stay at, and we'll let people know. But I never got around to it. Yeah, how's that for commitment go? So anyway, then we fast forward to this year, and this year they brought it up again. And so I went to Canva, C-A-N-V-A. I went to Canva, and I decided to make them some signs. And Watson decided, so Wyatt wanted to do, Wyatt's boat wash, and jet skis and boats and cruisers and things like that. And Watson wanted to do something, and Wyatt said, no. This is my business. This is my business. Then finally Wyatt would put Watson's name on the business. And Watson said, but I want to wash golf carts. I'd like to wash golf carts. That's what I want to do. I want to wash golf carts. So I go ahead and I make these two Canva, flyers, if you will. And they've been kind of sitting in my mailbox for about a month. And the boys have asked me to post them. And for some reason, it never stops me before. I'm thinking, I don't know what the association is going to think if I post these. Maybe we should just, kind of fly low, put up some flyers, we'll see what happens. And then finally, my wife and I are talking about, how important it is. And this is just so true. And I know this, you know this too. How important it is to nurture those things, not just in our children, but in each other. If you have an idea, go for it. It's just throw your line in the water and just go for it and see what hits. And so I went ahead, and on Thursday, I posted Wyatt's flyer and Watson's flyer to the page, the Facebook page for this particular place that we're at. And sure enough, yesterday we get a hit. Somebody wants their golf cart washed. And you can imagine, Watson is ecstatic. This kid is just over the moon, ready to get to work. It's just so cool. So we go out, we play on the lake, we come back, and he wants to get to work. Think about this. He wants to get to work. He's been playing with his cousins. He's been playing with his brother. We've been playing all day. He wants to get to work. And so we get back, we go ahead and we reach out to the woman who is going to, her and her father, who are going to let us go ahead and clean their cart. And we set up the appointment time. We go ahead and get all the supplies that we use for the boat, and soap, stuff like that, chamois, those sorts of things, and we're ready to roll. Now, he invited Wyatt on and off. Wyatt really wanted to do it, right? There's an opportunity to make money here. He really wanted to do it, but then he finally said, I think he needs time with you, Daddy. I think you guys should do this. I think that was also translation for, I really don't want to work today. He's having a blast with his cousins. I don't blame him. But Watson was hell-bent on this. He's ready to go. So we go ahead and we come down and we meet the woman, and they bring their golf cart. I'm actually at the place where this is where it took place. I'm actually where we washed this cart. And she dropped off the cart. I gave them the keys to my golf cart, and they took off. And we sat here and we cleaned. I got to show them, scrubbing, brushing the wheels, how important it is, to make sure that you don't leave any drips. He found some spots that I wasn't even thinking of. And this cart looked amazing. The only regret I have is I didn't take pictures before and after, because this thing looked trashed when they brought it up. It had algae on the roof. The inside of the roof was just dingy and dirty. The wheels should have been sparkling, shiny, and they were just dirty and spider webs and you name it. This thing was done. It looked like a brand new cart. I don't say that just because it's something that Watson did and I helped him with. I say it because it looked really damn good. So we go ahead and we finish up, and this kid still got to have fun. He still got to put soap on his body. He loves soap, man. He got to put soap on his body. He got to look at the ducks. Here comes a whole bunch of ducks right now, right behind me. He got to look at the ducks, but some man asked him, hey, do you want to throw food with us to the ducks? He said, no, I'm working. And he came back and he got back to work. And so we cleaned this whole golf cart. We go ahead and we drive up the hill, and we go to bring the golf cart back. And then we had a conversation. We had to talk about some things that he had to ask them before they dropped off the cart and afterwards. And so he takes the keys. I give him the keys. He walks up the stairs, and the woman meets us, Miss Angie. She meets us, and he says, here's your keys. Would you like to see your cart? And I want you to imagine this in the most sweetest sixth grade voice possible, or six-year-old voice possible. And she comes down and he walks her out there, and I'm telling you, it was so beautiful. I had to record it. He walked her right to the cart, and this woman, when she got to the top of the stairs, oh my God, are you kidding? Is that our golf cart? I mean, this thing was shiny new. She said it looked like new. I'm telling you, this wasn't one of those things she was saying just because he was 6 years old. This cart looked amazing. And so she's going off, she's walking around, she looks, he says, here, please come look. And we went ahead and put your cover in the bag too. So we put their cover in the bag because they just had it crammed in the back. And she's looking at me like, are you kidding me? And then he's walking around, he says, is there anything else that you would like for me to do? She's like, you did the floor. You even did the floor. And so she's just going off on all these things that we did that she never in a million years thought that we would do. Then the dad comes up, the owner of this thing, and this guy flips out. It was so beautiful. I'm telling you, proud daddy moment through and through. Well, we get done. I go ahead and take a picture. This is the first time my kid's getting paid for doing his own work for his own business at 6 years old. And they gave him the money. He did not look to see how much was there. He didn't look to see if he got paid appropriately. In fact, in the beginning, they said, how would you like to be paid? And he said, I'd prefer paper money, please. And so he gets paid, and he didn't look at the money. He trusted that they gave him the right amount. We sat in the golf cart. They started to pull away, and he starts to count the money. Now, he was charging $15 to clean a golf cart, and they paid him $30. And I am like getting emotional. I'm so proud of him. I tell him what he did. I high five him. It was just such a cool moment. And we said, hey, stop. And he stands up on the golf cart and says, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And they said, no, thank you. We love it. It's beautiful. And they went off for a nighttime cart ride. Now, what does this mean for you? I want you to think about this. This is a 6-year-old boy who just did the work. Now, I had to get my ass off. Like I was the one holding them back. That's what's crazy here. I was the one holding them back, which is not like me. But I'm thinking, oh, it's summertime. We love being there. I love the fact that they took that step. There's going to be an appropriate time when they're going to want to do that. And when Leah and I talked, it was like, no, you got to nurture that now. Nurture it and then push it. And so we went ahead and we pushed it. And now Wyatt's like, hey, have you checked your email? You checked your email? People email you yet? Anybody text you yet? And Watson's so thrilled. We got a message today from the woman, a personal message sent to us today telling us how amazing it was, how much they appreciated it, how much they just love how the cart looked, how sweet Wyatt is, how much they love how I was, kind of teaching him some of the questions to ask, and he followed through on everything. Now, this is just so important in so many areas. I mean, I look at me as a coach, and there's so many times I tell people, sometimes I do, sometimes I tell people what to do, and they don't follow through, and they get pissed off at me because something doesn't work. My son followed exactly what to do to the T, and he got twice the amount of money. Think about that. Just think about that. He's a 6-year-old boy. He wasn't thinking about anything. What he did is he just trusted the process. He trusted the process, and he did what needed to be done. He did the work, and he got paid for it. So the question I have for you is, where in your life do you need to do the work? Where in your life are you sitting bitching and moaning about things not getting done? Where in your life do you need to make the flyer and just make the fucking flyer and get it out and go do the work? Where in your life are you holding yourself back? Because I'm telling you right now, I know this as a coach for almost 20 years now. I know this, that when you just follow a freaking plan, when you do the work, when you stop thinking so much and get out of your own way, I know success follows that. I know you have to have a success consciousness, a mindset around it. And when you do, you will attract more money, better relationship, better everything in your life if you're willing to get out of your own way and just do the work. My 6-year-old son, my 9-year-old son, he's 9 now. My 9 and 6-year-old son have trusted me to go ahead and put together flyers, which we have put out, and we will be working for the rest of the summer. In fact, when I get home tomorrow, I will be putting more on the Facebook page to push people so that hopefully next weekend when we come back, we'll actually have some more jobs. Yep, game on, folks. So hopefully it's game on for you. You need to take a look at your life right now, and where is it that you just need to do the work? Stop complaining, stop bitching, stop moaning, and just do the work. And when you do, the riches of life will follow you. That's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. Hey, if you haven't already, forward this, share this with somebody who you think can benefit from the messages I share here every Monday through Friday. And if it's time for you and I to have a conversation, tell you what, if I can do it for a 6-year-old, I can sure as hell do it for somebody else. So maybe it's time you and I have a little conversation, get on the phone, and start to explode in your life. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.